Ask the Experts is brought to you by Seaman Law Offices, the keystone to your family's legacy.
Doreen, it's nice to have you back here on Ask the Expert. Now today you'll be discussing creating special needs trusts for individuals with disabilities. That's right?
That's right. I'm glad to be here to discuss this important topic. I'll start with an example. Let's say we have a family with 2 adult sons, but the youngest is disabled. There's a couple ways many people would handle this, but neither are ideal. Some would just leave everything to their boys in their wills. And then when they inherited it, the disabled son would lose his to government benefits because he would have too many assets.
So he would have to spend all of his inheritance, then reapply for disability when the inheritance was gone.
Yes. The other option is to leave everything to the oldest son with the understanding that he'll distribute half of the inheritance to his disabled brother. One problem being that it's unfair responsibility to put on the oldest son, and trying to make that inheritance stretch for his disabled brother's lifetime, maybe even at the expense of his own family. So this is where I always preach, bad things happen to good people. If the older brother were to lose his job, divorce, or become ill himself, that could affect his disabled brother's inheritance.
So tell us about the special needs trust option.
Well, the son's government benefits will continue to pay for his daily needs, but his trustee can use the special needs trust for his other expenses. We can even provide a safety net if anything were to change with government benefits.
So sometimes families who need this trust don't have money to start a fund for their disabled child.
It can be hard for families to think about estate planning when they're already spread so thin, but please remember anybody can create a special needs trust. The disabled person himself, a grandparent, aunt or uncle, even godparents. Contributing to the trust can include everybody too. So special needs trusts are a useful tool for families because even if the caregiver changes, the trust will be in place for their financial needs.
Okay, so definitely some important information there. Thank you for sharing that with us. Call 304-554-2900 or visit SeamanLawOffices.com to find out more about special needs trusts for loved ones with disabilities. Thanks for joining us again, Doreen.
You're welcome.
Ask the Experts has been brought to you by Seaman Law Offices, the keystone to your family's legacy.